Well, good Saturday morning, everybody. We're coming to you today right here at the boundary of the Cherokee Indian Reservation in western North Carolina and Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We are going today to see some fall foliage. This is the first weekend of the month, so we know we have to go up high to see it. So we are going to Kuwohi. Now, how many of you know what Kuwohi is? It has been known for years as Clingmans Dome, highest point in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It has recently undergone a name change, and while I normally am not wild about name changes for PC reasons, this one I'm fine with because this was the original name given to the peak by the Cherokee. So it was restored to that original name in honor of them, and that's where we're going to go today. So I don't know this, but I have not seen any other YouTube video from Kuwohi. I've seen a lot from Clingmans Dome, but so we are headed up today to Kuwohi. This is going to be not our first video from that spot, but our first video there under that name. So a truck just pulled in. They're bringing supplies. We saw the label Menards on it. Now, we don't have Menards around here. That's like a Lowe's or a Home Depot in the upper Midwest. Where you're from in Minnesota, there's a lot of Menards. They're everywhere. So apparently we're getting some kind of supplies in from all over the place, and that's good to see. But anyway, we're going to go up and hopefully find some pretty fall colors starting to come in here on this October 5th, Saturday in western North Carolina. So let's head up to Kuwohi. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Okay, so entering now into Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Again, you will notice that it's pretty much mostly green here with just a little bit of color change happening. Where you enter the national park is elevation about 2,000 feet, where we're going up to over 6,000. So it looks like the commercial vehicles, they're deturning off to the right. They had to close the park road last night because commercial vehicles like tractor and trailers and semis are on this road, and they're not supposed to be in the national park at all. I understand their main route to Tennessee has been cut off, so but I read that last night that they actually had to close the national park to keep them out. So apparently they're turning them off to the right there, but we're not a commercial vehicle, so we're going to head on up.
Yeah.
So notice how green it is here coming into the national park. There's the southern terminus of the Blue Ridge Parkway. It is closed from here to the Virginia border.
Yeah, they have it blocked.
Yeah, and over 200 miles of it is in North Carolina. So parking tag required. That is only if you're gonna be parked for 15 minutes or more.
Starting to get into a few yellow colored trees now.
Yeah, we're up probably between 3,500 and 4,000 feet maybe. So just starting off. And there is Kuwohi. That is where we are headed. We are not sure if we're going to hike to the top of the tower or just enjoy the view from the parking lot. That's going to depend on the temperature and whether we can safely leave the dogs in the vehicle or not. Looks like there is going to be a good view from up there today, though. That was another factor we weren't sure about because we've hit fog at intervals up here, but it looks like it is in the clear. But that is where we are headed, up to an altitude of 6,643 feet. Highest point in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And there is an observation tower that's a half a mile walk uphill from the parking lot. I'm going to see if I can't pick that up here. Yeah, I think you can see that. I want you to look at this beautiful scene looking down towards to the south towards Standing Indian Mountain in the distance and the Georgia border. Look at that fog bank there, that blanket of clouds over the valley. Looking back down towards the Bryson City area. And then on beyond down towards Franklin and the Georgia border. That's stunning. Now, we've told you the new name of the mountain, changed from Clingmans Dome to Kuwohi. What does Kuwohi mean in Cherokee?
Mulberry Place.
Mulberry Place. So we're headed up to Mulberry Place now.
Yes, we are.
Okay. A little splash of color right here as we are about 4,600 feet in elevation. So Still mostly green though. Got a fall season yet to come, but right now there is some color change starting at the top. We will pull off at Newfound Gap here in just a moment. As you can see, you're at an elevation of 5,046 feet above sea level. You hear that drone? He's not supposed to fly that here. Drones are prohibited in all national parks. But as you can see, there is color change right here. Looking back down on Newfound Gap Road, we just came up that way. There's some red, definitely some yellows up here. All right, I want to give a little public service announcement here. And this will save you if you're a member of any of the Smoky Mountain Facebook pages. Rather than going on there and asking, have the leaves turned yet, and getting 50 yeses and 47 nos, or vice versa. Because what a lot of people do is they live down low, they look out their back window and see green, they say no, the leaves are not changing. We're up high at 5,000 feet. As you can see, October 5th, there's some change going on. But, pan around, come over here. Right up here on this, let me have it. Right up there, this is my public service announcement. There is a webcam, and it updates once on the hour, at the top of the hour, and just look up or Google Newfound Gap webcam, and you can actually look and see what it looks like at Newfound Gap. I do it all the time in the winter to see how much snow's up here. But if you want to see if there's color change, get on that webcam and you will see that there is some yellow color change up here, even if it's not at your house. And there's another high altitude webcam in the national park, Purchase Knob. That's on the North Carolina side. Google that and check that one out as well. Clingmans Dome also has one, but all it shows is evergreen trees. But if you want to know about fall color change high up, look at Purchase Knob or Newfound Gap webcam, and you will be able to see what it looks like that day. So let's head on up. They haven't changed the signage yet. It still says Clingmans Dome, but that will be changing soon. But let's head up to Kuwohi. So it looks like right here, thought maybe somebody was trying to write the new name over the old sign, but that looks like they were just vandalizing it. Couldn't tell what they put on there. So now we're going to ascend up into some high elevations, and hopefully before we get into the evergreen forest, there'll be some nice color right through here.
Hopefully so.
So just keep the camera running. Checked down Cherokee and it's 52 degrees at the dome, but the sun is so bright it's starting to warm the vehicle up, so I think we're probably not going to hike to the tower. There's a pretty tree there starting to come in.
Yep.
Kind of interesting, some of these trees, the top parts turn color and then the bottom part's still green.
Right, yeah. That goes along with what you were saying earlier, you know, it starts higher up and then goes down.
Yeah, it even starts higher in the trees sometimes.
Yeah.
So we're starting to mix in with the evergreens now. So once that happens, there's not going to be as much color, but there's still some hardwoods right here too. would say right now this is the highest altitude that you can access in the entire eastern United States, because you have to have Blue Ridge Parkway to access Mount Mitchell.
Oh,
So
yeah, and they were hit hard too, so yeah.
So this is actually the highest elevation anywhere in the eastern United States that you can access right now is Clingmans Dome / Kuwohi. Pretty color right here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, in contrast with that pretty blue sky.
Yes. Really pretty right here.
I love the yellows when the sun's coming through them so bright.
Yeah, it makes it look really a brilliant gold color when the sun's hitting it.
Yes, it does.
Like it is right now.
Sorry about the glare. We're kind of going right into the sun.
Yeah.
Around some of these curves.
Yeah, I hope you're getting this. This is really nice right through here. So we're probably about 5,500 feet up right here. By the time the valleys peak in their color, this will be bare and all the leaves will be gone. So probably by next weekend, it's going to peak right here.
Yeah, I would definitely think so.
I love to see the leaves falling off the trees like that too.
Oh, yes.
I always see it's leafing.
Leafy, yeah.
Instead of raining or snowing, it's leafing. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. I hope that's looking good on that screen.
It's looking good, but there's a glare because we're going into the sun. But there's, like right now, it's good. Just depends on which way we're heading.
Well, this road winds back and forth, so naturally you're going to face the sun at some point and be away from the sun at some point. But how's that looking?
It's looking good.
We don't have the camera mounted because we're using our camcorder now, and
I'm having to hold it.
It weighs more, and the other one kept falling off the mount, so I'm not interested in my $1,000 camcorder hitting the ground.
Right.
So,
building some arm muscle though, you know, when you hold a camcorder like this.
Yeah, if you're tired, take a break. But this is also the one with the stabilizer inside, built-in gimbal. Greatest investment we've ever made is that camera right there.
Oh yeah. It does help a lot with the shakiness.
Basically, if you move, the gimbal inside kind of balances out and keeps the view more steady. Yeah, this is worth the trip up here today.
I think so.
Couldn't ask for a prettier day. Right now, there's not a cloud to sight.
I know.
I don't know, we're probably still under 6,000 feet. We're getting close to it, maybe. wintertime, that's what they call the ice wall right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's always covered with snow and ice, no matter what.
Yeah, all the huge icicles hanging off of
It's usually like just, it's literally an ice wall.
Mm-hmm.
Problem with that is this road's closed that time of year and you have to walk to get to it. And we just haven't been inclined to do that.
Yeah, that would be some serious winter snow hiking.
But fortunately, there are people that do, and they bring us those views, so it just ain't gonna be us.
Yeah,
so.
sorry.
Now, if it were to snow before they close the road and open back up, you might could see it, but
Yeah.
it actually isn't. It's actually built up over the entire winter. Maybe once they open it back up in April, we can make a trip up here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. So we're nearing the parking lot now. The temperature in the vehicle, we're not running any air. It's warm. It's not hot, but I'm really concerned about leaving them in here.
Yeah, I know.
So probably could have left them at home since it's just a day trip. We will show you the views from the parking lot. I don't think we're both going to hike up to the tower today. Water bottles.
Popping.
Something about an altitude change going up into the mountains always makes the water bottles start popping.
They do. Just like your ears feel like they clog up, the water bottles will start popping.
I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but it happens pretty much every time, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Probably if you loosen the lids, it might not.
Probably not, yeah, then, but yeah, with the pressure in there.
But we are approaching the parking lot now. Notice it pretty much transitions to the evergreens now, so we're at an altitude of just under 6,300 feet here at the parking lot. Okay, we are here at the parking lot now. We have opted not to do the hike up to the observation tower. We have several videos up there. You might want to check those out. But just because of the temperature, it's kind of borderline very warm in the vehicle, so we do want to show you the view from up here. It's kind of obscured. It's not as clear as what it will be after a few cold nights and the haze is gone. Usually right out there you can see the highest point in Georgia that is not visible today. It's still a beautiful view nonetheless.
And this is the trail going up to Clingmans Dome, Kuwohi. You can see it is a paved trail, and you can't see all the way up to the top, obviously, but you can definitely see the steepness of it starting to go up. And there's also a visitor center that has like t-shirts, Great Smoky Mountain stuff in there, information right up there above those steps. And
I tried once and I got yelled
this here just gives you elevation and some information. It's a half a mile up to the dome, and it is pretty strenuous. But the view is amazing on a clear day. So yes, that definitely something in the Great Smoky Mountains you will want to visit and see. And you can see, I'm gonna try to zoom up, that area, people walking on the trail going up. I think I'm getting it, I can't quite tell. But I saw some pink shirts, so anyway, the trail is steep, half a mile up, but the view is definitely worth it.
Okay, we hope you have enjoyed this first fall leaf drive of the 2024 fall season up to Kuwohi and Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Some pretty yellows along this road right here, and the best is yet to come. So what did you think?
I love it. I love the fall season, and
Yeah.
excited it's starting.
Yeah, so we try to do something pretty much every weekend in the fall to bring you updates as well. Our plans are going to have to be altered a little bit this year just because of the hurricane, and some of the places we usually go or wanted to go this year may or may not be accessible. So we're going to take it each week as it comes. I do want to make you aware that if you are going to come up here to Clingmans Dome, Kuwohi, I'm going to use both names in this video until everybody gets used to the new one. You can get the parking passes right here. You don't have to get them before you come up. You can order them online. You can get them at any visitor center, or at least Sugarland's on Gatlinburg side, and Oconaluftee on the Cherokee side.
Newfound Gap.
You can also get them at Newfound Gap, but I have seen 2 machines that dispense them here. There's one right here, right before you go up the path, and there's another on down the left past the bathrooms.
Okay.
So I've seen at least 2. There may be more, but those are available up here just by way of information. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to step inside the visitor center for a few minutes and look around. And if you like this video, like and subscribe.
And find and follow us on Facebook.
And have a wonderful and blessed day.